Okay, third time's a charm. Here's my audience again. Hopefully this works. Hello everybody, again. This is the third time I've tried to do this. My phone keeps screwing up, so my name is Ben Hendrickson, and I'm here today to do my persuasive speech for my introduction to speech class. Hello Professor Amy and everybody. I would like, on behalf of the Sierra Club, I would like to draw attention to our own local waterway that sometimes gets negative thoughts of being very dirty and polluted whenever it gets brought up. A lot, if not all of us, are in some way linked to the waterway that we refer to as the Grand River. Public perception about this body of water is that it's polluted, and I can attest to that stigma. My dad used to cook fish that was caught out of this river, and it never quite tasted right to me. Maybe it was the way it was bled, or there's other things that you can do to make fish not taste like fish, but a lot of stuff that came out of there did. And I just remember that. Any creature that is raised in a body of water is a product of its environment, and back then the river was a much dirtier place than it is now. Reason to listen. If you're a lover of the environment and care about what comes out of this river and the things that we put on our plates, then you're going to want to pay some attention to this. I've lived here almost my entire life, and my father was an avid fisherman and a taxidermist, and I've had the pleasure to enjoy many different types of fish, cooked in many different types of ways, from all kinds of different rivers and lakes and places all over the state. So lots of different types of meats too. Animals, lots of mammals. And then the idea in everyone's head is that the Grand River that runs through Grand Rapids, Michigan is a highly polluted waterway. The perception that this river is polluted needs to change, and with the help of the Sierra Club, the focus will be to educate and change these points of view. Today I'm going to give you three main points as to why the river needs to be looked at in a different light. The history. The history has been not only by the Sierra Club, but several other organizations have helped to clean this river and the surrounding waterways up. The Grand River in Grand Rapids, Michigan, has been affected by water pollution in the past and is in the process of being cleaned up by environmentalists and concerned citizens of Michigan. In the past decades, a lot of factories and things that ran along the river were allowed to pollute the river in any way that they wanted. There was no environmental protection agency back then, so they were pretty much allowed to dump whatever they wanted into the waterway, and there was no checks or balances as to what went into the river. So the river did get very polluted. But Michelle Bidek of Harvard University, this was a too problematic problem because the Grand River ran through the heart of the city and also flowed through the outskirts of the city. The river was so polluted that the entire city could not fish, swim, or use it for any other recreational purposes. And recently expanded effort of the Grand River as clean as it has been in the last 100 years. This is a far cry from the sewer that it was predicted to be in 2005. Cleanup. According to Raymond Wright, a representative for the Sierra Club, protecting water quality will always be at the forefront of our mission, and this year we are asking you to become stewards of our streams and rivers. As long as the world becomes increasingly more virtual, this is an opportunity for you to go make a real concrete difference. It's really up to you. To sustain the ability to maintain our river's cleanliness is really up to everyone that lives and interacts with the river on a daily basis. According to Mayor Hartwell of Grand Rapids, removing litter from our environment becomes increasingly difficult and more expensive the further away it gets from the source. Taking action to remove the trash within your community will ensure a swimmable, drinkable, and fishable future for the waters that we all share. Problem. This is definitely the problem right here. We have all some kind of connection to this, and we're all in some way responsible for this crap too. It's all up to us to ensure that the river is clean and able to sustain a source of food and recreation for generations to come. We can take it upon ourselves at any time to go along the riverbank and clean up anytime we want, whether we go through the Sierra Club or some kind of action group like that. It's always to make an impact on the environment around us in which we live. You can be a part of the solution, really. It's that easy. And after cleaning up along the lake shore, bam, look how beautiful it looks. It's awesome, doesn't it? Yeah, it's kind of touched up, but it's all right. Be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Go out, clean up along the shore, any stretch of Grand River or any waterway that you're around, really. We can also organize cleanups through our local Sierra Club chapter. It's as easy as that. Again, my name is Ben Hendrickson. I want you to remember the history, the cleanup, and the sustainability of our very own Grand River and the things that have been done in the efforts by the Sierra Club to clean this waterway up. It really makes some place that everybody can enjoy. Everybody sees the river every day when they're going to work or whatnot. It really is part of the city that gets overlooked, and it really is a beautiful part of the city that nobody really pays attention to, but we really need to pay more attention to what goes down our sewers, whatnot. Okay. The stigma that the Grand River is a dirty, polluted river will be a thing of the past. And we can bring more people and dollars to our community by making this a place that people want to come and enjoy once again. I know there was an effort also to turn the Grand Rapids back into Grand Rapids and make it a lot more attractive for kayakers. People from Grand Haven would be able to bring their boats in and dine here and whatnot. It'd be really great. Thanks again for giving me your time. Where am I at on time?
7:17.
Oh, good. Thanks again for giving me your time today, and hopefully I can get you excited about cleaning and keeping our rivers safe so that everyone can enjoy this beautiful jewel at the heart of our city. All right. Good. Yay, done.